Hi there, welcome back. This is Betty asking you to come along with me as I do my third video in my update series. Today we're going to be taking a look at 3 cases I've already covered and see if there's anything new. First one is Cynthia Bah-Traore. The second one is Birdinground, and the third one is Deryyana Hatcher. So let's get started. 2 of these are teenagers, and the other lady, which would be the one we're covering first, isn't that old. So let me tell you what, if anything, is new with Cynthia Bah-Traore. Okay. There's quite a bit about her out and about on the internet, which is good. Her family is really keeping her in the forefront, and I think that that's wonderful. So what I'm going to do is read from NBC DFW 5. This is the most recent update I could find. It's from February 11th of this year. It says, this week marks 4 years since a state trooper found the vehicle of a missing Crowley woman, and she still remains missing. Crowley police say Cynthia Bah-Traore was last seen at 10:35 p.m. on February 3rd, 2021 at a Shell station on Kreiner Street and Interstate 35W in Grandview. The gas station in Grandview is about 25 miles south of Crowley, Crowley is where Cynthia was from. There's a $50,000 reward for her discovery, or what do you know about her. Here's a little bit of the background. Cynthia's soon-to-be ex-husband told Cynthia's family that she was in a local hospital. He had the kids. They had a couple of kids together, and he had at least one of the kids visiting him at his house. And when the police the family contacted him to tell them that Cynthia was missing, he told them that she was in a local hospital. And at that point, all search efforts for Cynthia ceased because everyone believed she was found. She was in the hospital. And furthermore, now this took place in Texas. She disappeared from Texas. None of Cynthia's immediate family lived in Texas. Just her ex and her kids and her. Couple of days after she disappeared, the final hearing on Cynthia's divorce was supposed to occur, and Cynthia was, quote-unquote, presumed to be in the hospital, so the hearing was continued. After calling local hospitals for days, a nurse takes pity on the family and shares the truth. The family finally learns that Cynthia was never in the hospital. She was never there. She's been missing the entire time. Cynthia's family and friends call the police station multiple times daily to inquire about her case. From February 11th through the 20th, 2021, a historical winter event occurred that set many records. There was a record storm right after she disappeared. A deep freeze engulfed the entire state of Texas in ice and snow, and many lost power for a week or more. On February 16th, 2021, Highway Patrol finds Cynthia's car in McLennan County at 2:35 a.m. It was parked on the highway near mile marker 355. The battery's dead and the keys are inside. This would have been during the historic Texas snowstorm that made national news. Her car was found in the middle of the night with the keys inside, and Cynthia has poor night vision. Although the police knew the car was found on February 16th, they didn't immediately notify Cynthia's family. Police didn't view the vehicle until several days later. The family didn't find out until February 21st, 2021, that Cynthia's car was found. Cynthia's cousin found the posting online, and the family confirmed with police. As family and friends were calling frequently, it's concerning that this information was not shared immediately. At this point, police tell Cynthia's family that they need to put your head around it. Cynthia's not coming home anytime soon. Police also stated that, quote, Cynthia walked away from her car and went to start a new life. Supporters were puzzled by this statement, as this would mean that Cynthia parked her car and walked into a blizzard. Cynthia also loves her 2 sons and enjoys her job as a teacher for Texas schools. Family and friends asked the Crowley Police Department to conduct a DNA test on Cynthia's car, and police stated they tested for prints but refused to obtain DNA from the car. In May 2024, so this is a little more than 3 years later, an FBI agent was assigned to Cynthia's case. The FBI agent went to Crowley Police and received a 75-page police report. As of fall of 2024, the FBI agent has never called any of Cynthia's family members or friends. Despite having an FBI agent, Cynthia's supports are still very concerned about the lack of investigation. The Find Cynthia Coalition proactively called the FBI agent and shared concerns about the investigation and offered additional information to review. So that's about the latest thing. She was last seen at approximately 10:35 p.m. at a Shell gas station on a Shell gas station surveillance camera. There's footage of Cynthia going in and out of the gas station, and I've posted a still from that video on the full-length video about her on the on my YouTube channel, Among the Missing. On February 3rd, 2021, Cynthia disappeared under suspicious circumstances. When police authorities contacted her ex-husband, with who had her sons at the time visiting, he said, "Oh, she's fine. She's at the hospital. She's in the hospital." Well, that turned out not to be true. She was never in the hospital. Never. And when the police were told that, they suspended looking for her for about a week. So, her car was found abandoned on the 16th, excuse me, on Interstate 35 mile marker 355 in McLennan County. Her car was impounded. Family and friends asked for the police to conduct DNA testing on her car. They tested for prints but didn't take DNA. Cynthia was last seen wearing a long-sleeved blue shirt, black pants, gray and black and white shoes, and she was carrying a red purse with plaid markings. She has 2 beautiful sons who need their mother. She's a loving and caring person. She's a naturally generous person. She was a school teacher. And she's just gone. She's just gone. I'm sharing a picture as we speak of her. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. Her whereabouts still remain unknown. And we're asking if you know anything to contact the FBI. The information will be in the description box below for leaving information about her. Again, she disappeared from Grandview, Texas on February 3rd, 2021. And there's a $50,000 reward for anyone who can bring her home. Okay, now we're going to go to take a look at Indigenous teen Suede Birdinground. Now, she disappeared a little bit more recently than Cynthia did. So we are going to take a look at this update. There's a reward here too. The FBI is offering up to $5,000 for information leading to the recovery of 13-year-old Swade Birdinground of Deryyana, Montana. She was last seen on October 6, 2024 at her family's home. Again, all the contact information will be in the box at the end of the video. There's lots of postings on the FBI website about her, on Facebook. There's quite a bit about her. I have a full-length video on my channel regarding this, and I'm going to quote from Q2, Montana's news leader out of Billings, a local news. Father of missing Deryyana 13-year-old Swade Birdinground remains hopeful. Her dad gave this interview to Haley Monaco on March 20th, 2025. Nearly 6 months after 13-year-old Swade Birdinground disappeared from her home overnight in Deryyana, her father, Wade Birdinground, refuses to give up hope. I really miss her, Birdinground said on Thursday. She's got a great heart. She's like the most awesome person ever. Swade, who has autism, went missing on October 6, 2024. In the days following her disappearance, search parties mobilized, scouring the area from the air and ground to water. Despite extensive efforts, including a search by the FBI, there have been no leads. Swade left behind her phone, which her family provided to the FBI for analysis. According to Birdinground, it didn't provide much information. They did take her phone, they didn't get nothing off it, he said, and that was my only lead. A spokesperson with the FBI confirmed to MTN News that the agency is actively working on Swade's case and urged anyone with information to contact the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office or the Salt Lake City FBI office. Again, info below. I just don't get how a 13-year-old would take off in this big world, he said. I miss your pretty smile. I miss you, Swade. Come home. Her dad believes she may have been abducted. Before her disappearance, Birdinground said Swade was thriving in school and considering trying out for basketball. She just walked away from her home. And hasn't been seen since. She walked away on October 6, 2024. So we're coming up, and it's been 10 months. And we need to bring her home. If you know anything about the disappearance of Swade Birdinground on October 6, 2024, contact the authorities. I need to also tell you, sorry, my cat's cold nose is on my bare arm there. She has brown curly hair, brown eyes. She's 5'4" to 5'5" in height and 130 to 140 pounds in weight. She was last seen wearing a black hoodie with mushrooms on it, an anime t-shirt, basketball shorts, and purple slip-on Skechers brand shoes. She may also have a black and purple Adidas backpack with her, and she's known to wear an elk tooth necklace. So again, last seen when she walked away from her home in Deryyana, Montana. She's considered an endangered missing person. And we need your help to find out what happened to her and bring her home. Thank you. Okay, last but not least, we're going to look at Deryyana Hatcher. Again, full-length video on my channel. Not a lot about Deryyana. Probably of the three, This has the least, she has the least amount of things out there, information out there. She's missing from Arizona. There's a Facebook page called Missing in Arizona. She is listed on that. The most recent thing I can find about her, and she's so pretty. She's a nice looking young lady. Fox 10 Phoenix on December 31st, 2024 posted this. Now, this isn't just about her, but it's about a group of people who are missing from that area, and she happens to be included. Deryyana Hatcher, 15, was last seen wearing black clothing near 89th and Olive Avenues. She's 5'4", weighs 110 pounds, has black hair and brown eyes. Police say Hatcher's family members are concerned for her safety as they have not heard from her, and she has medical conditions. I'll leave the contact information for the folks that you need to talk to if you have any information about the disappearance of sweet Deryyana Hatcher. I mean, she is so pretty and so young, and she needs to be brought home. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. That she ran away from home. Here's a little bit. She was last seen wearing all black clothing with her hair in a black bonnet. This is from November of 2024. About a week and a half after she went missing. From Peoria News, ABC 15. Peoria police asking for public's help in locating endangered teen. Peoria police are asking for the public's help in locating an endangered teen who was last seen on November 3rd. Police say 15-year-old Deryyana Hatcher was last seen at her home near 89th and Olive Avenues the night of November 3rd. That would again be in 2024. She was last seen wearing all black clothing with her hair in a black bonnet. She ran away from home on foot. Family told police they're worried about her welfare as she has medical conditions, and they have not heard from her for several days. Well, now they've not heard from her for several months. Police say they've been actively looking for the teen but haven't been able to find her. So, if you know something, say something. So important to bring these folks home. You've been looking at pictures of them from the whole time. You want even more information, more pictures, more ways of contacting the authorities in each of the cases. Visit my YouTube channel, Among the Missing, and look up their individual videos, which are longer than which are about the length of this one. Only there's one of them involved in those videos instead of an update on 3 cases. So that's it for this update number 3. I'm going to tell you, as always, ATM community, if you know something, say something. There's no such thing as a bit of information that's too irrelevant or too small. You may hold the key to bringing one of these people home, and we got to do it. The clock is ticking, and their families are hurting. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. If you feel like commenting, yay or nay or neutral or whatever, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. All I ask is that you keep your comments respectful, and I appreciate that. So that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more of my regular series videos and more updates and some new videos on a new playlist that I'm working on about John and Jane Does. They're missing, But instead of not having a body and knowing their name, we've got their bodies, but we don't know their names. So they're missing in a slightly different way than some of the other ones I've talked about, and it's going to be a very interesting journey for all of us. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, please. Until next time, bye.